Assalamu alaikum. I am going to discuss about spectrophotometer. As you know that spectrophotometer is an instrument which we use in our labs for qualitative and quantitative analysis. So first of all, we should know who invented spectrophotometer. Invented by Arnold Beckman in 1940. In 1940, Beckman and colleagues at National Technologies Laboratories made their first spectrophotometer. Now see what is spectrophotometer. Spectrophotometry is a standard and inexpensive technique to measure light absorption or transmittance in a solution. What does it mean? It means that by using this we can measure absorbance, means how much light absorbed by the sample and transmitted by the sample after the incident of light. Types of spectrophotometer. Basically there are two major types of spectrophotometer: single beam spectrophotometer, double beam spectrophotometer. What is single beam spectrophotometer? Instrument is used to measure absorptions in the ultraviolet visible region. This point explains that instruments work on UV visible region. The range of UV visible region is 200 to 800 nanometer. And the second point is that an instrument of the single beam type uses one beam of radiation and passes it through a single cell, and it means only one wavelength of light passed through the sample. Now I would like to discuss about the components of the instrument: source, wavelength selector, monochromator, sample compartment, detector, readout device. On screen you can see the block diagram of the instrument: source, monochromator, sample cuvette, detector, amplifier and recorder. Light coming from the source and separated into narrow bands of wavelength by a monochromator passed through a sample and measured by a detector and then read out by the recorder. Later I will discuss the components of the instrument in more details. There is some limitations of the instrument. A single beam spectrophotometer is inconvenient because the sample and reference blank must be placed alternately. This point indicates that first you place the reference and then place the sample and then note the reading. For measurement at multiple wavelengths, the reference must be run at each wavelength. For example, if you want to take reading at 540 nanometer, so you first put the reference and then sample and then note the reading. And again you want to take the reading at 550 nanometers, so you have to place the reference and then sample and then note the reading. So this is all about the limitations of the instruments. Thank you for listening. Please let me know if you have any queries.